Princess Diana almost sparked fight between Sylvester Stallone and Richard Gere at 90s party, exclusive excerpt. Princess Diana was the people's princess, and maybe a little bit of a heartbreaker. In the new book Diana World, an Obsession, published on April 29, Edward White explores how Princess Diana's magnetic aura broke the mold and rocked the monarchy forever. The biography analyzes Diana's life and times through a kaleidoscope of stories that fans haven't heard before, including her legendary night sneaking out of Kensington Palace, reduction of royal duties in 1993. While separated from the future King Charles and vision for her private life after their divorce, before her tragic death in 1997 at age 36. One passage recaps how the Diana effect nearly drove Sylvester Stallone and Richard Gere to fight over her during a party in the 1990s, according to Elton John's husband, David Furnish. Elton John, Mike Myers, and David Furnish during the 66th Annual Academy Awards, Elton John AIDS Foundation party in Los Angeles, California, United States. Elton John and David Furnish at the 66th Annual Academy Awards, Elton John AIDS Foundation party in Los Angeles, California on March 21, 1994. Elton John had numerous opportunities to witness what he terms the Diana effect, the phenomenon whereby straight men seem to completely lose their minds in her presence. One such incident occurred at a house party, thrown sometime in the mid-1990s when Diana and Charles were already separated, if John's memory serves him well. Sylvester Stallone arrived with the express intention of picking Diana up and was infuriated to see her in rapt conversation with Richard Gere. At some point in the evening, John's husband, David Furnish, came upon Stallone and Gere squaring up to each other, apparently about to settle their differences over Diana by having a fist fight. Stallone said he wouldn't have bothered turning up if he'd known that Prince F. Charming was gonna be here. Tessa Baring of the Barnardo's Children's Charity recounted that at a lunch in London, Stallone was thwarted in getting next to Diana not by a fellow silver screen silverback but by a little girl called Tracy. Stallone really wanted to come and sit next to the Princess of Wales, said Baring. We didn't let him do that, but we did let him sit next to a child who was sitting next to the Princess of Wales. Baring remembered the occasion because she thought Diana hit upon an effective way of placating the film star, making the child feel included, and indulging her own desire to find out the latest gossip, by leaning over and asking Stallone questions about his love life as though she were asking them on Tracy's behalf. Tracy and I want to know if you're married, and the like. Part of Diana's attraction to Hassanet Khan, the surgeon she was reportedly smitten with during their courtship from 1995 to 1997, seems to have been his apparent immunity to the Diana effect. When they met for the first time at the Royal Brompton Hospital, Khan was treating the husband of Diana's friend in his capacity as a heart surgeon, and displayed no obvious sign of attempting to impress her or of being impressed by her. This Diana found very attractive. Desire of all kinds tends to be inflamed by the obstacle of unobtainability. Khan's apparent lack of concern for Diana's status in that first encounter set the tone for the rest of their relationship, which rumbled along in relative secrecy throughout 1996 and into the summer of 1997. Journalists first got wind of the relationship early on in late 1995, though the story was overshadowed by Diana's surprise appearance on Panorama, during which she presented herself as the performer of a unique role as a queen of people's hearts, no longer merely the focus of public love, but its source. Princess Diana, 1961 to 1997, on a visit to the Queen's and Royal Hampshire Regiment at Howe Barracks, Canterbury, Kent, May 1995. Princess Diana visits the Queen's and Royal Hampshire Regiment at Howe Barracks in Canterbury, Kent in May 1995. Jane Fincher/Getty. In answering Martin Bashir's questions about her travails, she ran in tandem the story of her futile efforts to receive love in her private life, with her quest to project it wherever she saw it lacking. She spoke of her commitment to battle the disease of people feeling unloved, and I know that I can give love for a minute, for half an hour, for a day, for a month. Hers was a calling to make her compatriots feel important, to support them, to give them light in their dark tunnels, all the things, in fact, so the unspoken subtext stated, that she had only fleetingly enjoyed in her own life. Excerpted from Diana World, An Obsession. Copyright 2025 by Edward White. Used with permission of the publisher, W. W. Norton and Company Incorporated. All rights reserved.